How safe is your homestead, really? I'm Liz Zorab and this is Byther Farm, and today I want to talk to you about health and safety on our homesteads. From the middle of April onwards we'll be running courses here at Byther Farm, and the first two will be presented by Hugh Richards of Hugh's Nursery and myself. And so in preparation for that, I've started having a serious look around our homestead and doing a risk assessment in terms of just how safe is it for people to be wandering around with the kind of stuff and the junk that we've got lying around. And I was quite shocked. So I've been walking around, hopefully with a fresh set of eyes, looking at everything that's a potential trip hazard. Like this hose pipe and containers that I've put down and I just haven't put away. To be honest, I'm not even sure why I have it. I have a lot of containers, some of which were inherited when we bought the house, and this is just a kind of little metal planter, but there are loads of things like this which need picking up, deciding whether we're going to keep them, and if not, getting them to the recycling centre, and if we are going to keep them, they need putting away somewhere sensible. And because I know on the course days we'll be in this garden at some point, I need to make sure every cane has got a safety top to it, that there are as minimal number of trip hazards as possible, that I don't just have little trowels and forks to hold things in place. I've made sure they're safe, and even these have got little canes here. I need to make sure they've got safety toppers on them. I need to make sure that my tools aren't where I usually keep them, dumped on the floor. At least if they're pushed into the ground, there's a less chance of slipping on them. If you're interested in finding out a bit more about the courses, I'll leave links to some information in the description box below. And so all round, I just need to go through and make sure it's safe. And one of the other things I need to do is look at the pallets, because we have a huge number of pallets here. We use them for fencing. We use pallet collars and pieces of pallet to make raised beds with. And it's fine because, well, I'm used to the chaos here, and also if I injure myself, that's my fault, but I need to make sure that I comply with all the things I need to comply with. So bits of wood with nails in them will need to be moved right out of the way. The ducks will be shut in their enclosure, and not just for the day. I think by the middle of April there will be enough plants forming flower buds and things that I don't want the ducks eating them, so that's fine, they'll be shut away. And we'll need to make sure that things like the chickens are not totally free ranging, keep them securely away as well. To some extent people would need to use their common sense. They're coming on courses on a small holding. It's a homestead in the making. It's an ever-evolving thing here, and people know that because they see on the videos how it is constantly changing, and that I've got tools, I've got pallets, I've got stuff going on. But even so, I need to take sensible precautions, have a good look round. Well, I have been so surprised at the number of pallets that have got nails sticking out the side of them, which for me is fine. I know they're there, and I actually turn them all in so that the nails don't stick out of a pallet, they stick facing in towards the pallet. But I do want to go around and make sure all of those are tidy, people aren't going to hurt themselves on them. So to that end, yesterday Mr. J and I started to clear up what is effectively the pallet yard. It's supposed to be a parking space or two, but I filled it up with pallets. So we started to clear that and get that sorted out, and I also had a really good idea. Well, we've got two pieces like this.
Right.
And we've got this very long piece with a lip on the back of it.
So you're thinking this could be suitable table material?
If that went across there,
Yeah.
and the other one went at the other end,
Yeah.
we'd probably then we'd need to cut something to size to support it in the middle.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to stack this somewhere where it's out of the way. Because yes, that makes sense.
I mean, I think that's quite high, but it would also allow me to put other planks underneath.
Very high, don't you? So yes, I think that makes sense.
So why don't you stick it at the back there? So if the ends are on, if the ends are on this, but the middle one could go sitting on that.
That might do it.
Yeah. So where are we going to put this?
I don't know.
Take it around, cross on those ones for now. I have been potting up plants that are propagating themselves, ones that have self-sown or layered themselves naturally, and I've been potting those up ready for sale. So I've got some over here. I've got some bergamot, which is monarda, and chives. These are taberries and loganberries, but I don't just want them sitting in a plastic container on a pile of pallets. This is messy, chaotic, a bit wobbly, and therefore unsafe. So with that very long panel of wood that I saw, and the two uprights for the ends and a slightly shorter upright for the centre, I think I can create a really nice table on which to keep the plants. It means they'll be easily accessible, but also quite safe, and not on a pile of pallets with nails sticking out. And I'm going to put it, I think, along this fence, along here, so then I can also secure it to the fence for added stability. But that means we need to clear all of this lot. I need to clear out all of that lot, and I'm not sure how so much junk becomes acquired in such a short space of time. All of those need to get sorted out and put away, and to be honest, I haven't got that long to get myself organised. So I'm glad we made a start yesterday. I'm hoping that we can get the most of this pile of pallets moved today, and so I had better stop chattering away and get on with some of this. And so wherever you are in the world and whatever you've got planned for today, I hope it's a good one, and I also hope you'll join me again next time.